Well, good afternoon, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. But today, it's kind of midday for me right now, and it feels so good outside. It's about 70 degrees, and it just feels great. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and it's just beautiful outside. I mean, could you ask for any better weather than 70 degrees and blue skies? Now, as you guys might notice, the Jeep's hood's up because we gotta talk. I made a decision on buying this Jeep, right? And turns out it has pretty decent lifter knock, and you know, I was upset about it kind of first, and I've talked to a few of my buddies and they said it's not that serious. You got a clean, you know, all original Jeep. Don't be upset just because the motor's got a little lifter knock. And so I was like, all right, well, screw it. I'm gonna believe them. They've known Jeeps their whole entire lives. And so what we're gonna do today is do an oil change and add some lifter additive. See if that helps the lifter knock go away. I know it won't help it completely because there's no fix in a bottle. If worse comes to worse, we can just fix the top end and do it that way. It shouldn't need a whole entire motor because it is a relatively low mile Jeep. Now I've got the hood open. I was taking a look at the oil filter. It seems to be in a little bit of a weird spot. It's usually down in there more. And so it's kind of weird to me that it's right there. But you know, that's where this one's at because it might be an earlier year than the one I was watching on YouTube. Yeah, so I actually have to run to Harbor Freight and AutoZone to pick up a drain pan and to pick up an oil filter and oil so we can do this today. And I'm hoping this is what fixes it because this is the only thing it's really got wrong with it. It's been fun. I've been driving it around this past week and it has been a lot of fun to drive around. It's so retro. It's just awesome. So I'm going to go hop in the old Subaru and let's head to Harbor Freight. I gotta go to get the oil. All right, guys, we are back with the oil filter. Got some oil treatment and bucket and some oil, and so we got to get this puppy warmed up a little bit. When you're changing oil, you do want to have it a little warm just so the oil runs out a little better and is a little bit better viscosity to be running out. So let's start this thing up and yeah, get to it. Should be a fun one. And actually something came in for it as I was leaving. I was like, oh shoot, gotta grab that. And so we'll save that for another video. Kyle's gonna help me put that on. See, it kind of sounds a little bad, but it'll be alright. I don't know what that squeaking is. That's new. I got it all warmed up. First thing first, hope this isn't hot. Righty, take that off. Put that right there. Take this out. The oil doesn't look necessarily that bad, but we're gonna try to quiet the motor down with an oil change and with some additive in there. That way it works a little better. I got this stuff right here. I was gonna get some liquid moly lifter treatment, but this stuff should work just as well. It's a little cheaper version of it. It says on the back here, it helps stop engine leaks, noises, and smoking. So it should, in retrospect, do the same thing the liquid moly would do. I got the oil filter here and the oil right here. So I'm just gonna run some basic 1030, not the best, and we got the drain bowl here. Let's climb up under the car and start draining some oil. Now, I watched a few other videos of changing the oil on one of these. This is my first time changing the oil on a Cherokee, and they said to use a 5/8 socket, but I climbed up under there and saw that it is actually 14, and that's kind of weird. That's not a 5/8 like every other video I saw, but we're gonna climb under here and change this oil, so let's get in there. Alrighty. I'm gonna be best friends with this freaking frame rail for a little while. Good Lord. Oh, exhaust is kind of warm. Alrighty. Don't know where this is gonna shoot out at. Let's see if we can do it without getting our hands dirty. Didn't happen. But that is some dirty ass oil. Holy Nikes. It is dirty. Yeah, that's a nice stream. Holy, that is a solid flow. Dude, that's a lot of oil. I mean, this is a 7-quart oil pan, and dude. So your next step, what you want to do is go ahead and start up the Jeep without oil in it. I'm just kidding. Don't do that, you idiots. Dude, that is crazy how dirty that stuff is. But looking up in here, other than the oil like everywhere. It looks pretty good. There's no oil spots or anything, so it's not leaking oil heavy. It probably had one in the cast, and they didn't clean the bottom of the truck off. All right, guys, it's about that time. We're gonna pull this oil filter off and put on the new one. And this dog all of a sudden started barking for no reason. So let's see if we can't reach in here and just twist this sucker off just like that. And I've been told that it's just gonna pour everywhere like it is. I need to move the freaking, I just barely freaking missed it. Now let's continue pulling it off. I wonder if I just pull the freaking, that should be good enough. We'll just take it off. Let's see here. This is the oil filter, you guys. Take that sucker off. You're gonna hear a lot of draining. Oh yeah, there's a lot of oil in it. Nice. See how much we got in there. Doesn't look that bad, you know? There's just oil everywhere. That's a terrible design. And this is the new one that I got. It's an STP as well. Should just fit right on there. So let's get this puppy on. Before you want to put this filter on, you are gonna want to put your finger in oil a little bit and literally just rub it around this seal right here. This will make sure that this filter doesn't ever seize to your motor, because that would be kind of a pain in the butt. And so now I'm gonna pop this back on, and then we'll get the drain plug back in and the oil in the Jeep. New filter is on. You got it nice and snug. Now let's climb up under here and put the drain plug back into the Jeep. It seems to keep pouring after the filter came out and spilled all over this cardboard, and that's why you have cardboard on the ground. All right, guys, after that little incident down there, the drain plug is back in, and you don't ever want to get it too tight. You want to just get it snug down there. You don't want to strip anything out or cause problems for you in the future. So you just, you know, crank it one little ugga jugga. It should be totally fine. It is now time to add the oil. You got your drain plug back in. You got your oil filter back on, and so let's pour some oil in here. Now, usually it goes 1 quart of oil per cylinder, but we have this STP oil treatment, and so it says to add 1 bottle of this per 5 quarts, and so we'll be doing 5 quarts, pouring this in, and then checking to see where we're at. Alrighty, let's add some oil to this. So we'll just add this whole bottle. Whoa, now, sure it's not coming out anywhere. You always want to make sure under your car as you're pouring this that you're not just emptying it right onto the driveway, because that would genuinely suck. Alrighty, it's all in there. Let's add our STP additive. We're going full STP today for some reason. I didn't really pick it out. I usually do liquid moly in my Porsche, but you know, we're risk takers today. And we're cheap, so that's half of it. Oh, this shit is slimy. Put my finger right into that sucker, good lord. Oh, this shit is goop, bro. Don't you love when you get a mess everywhere? That's all she wrote. We're gonna put the cap back on it now. Let me find the cap. I've never used any of that additive stuff, so I'm hoping that it's fine. All right, so it should be good there. And we'll put this dipstick cleaned, and then we'll put it back in the thing, and then start up the Jeep, let it run for a couple minutes, let it get hot, and then check the oil level again. So as of right now, it is sounding a lot better. I'm kind of shocked because it sounds a lot better. So that might have helped it be more viscosity. I'm gonna let it run for a couple more seconds and then see if it needs more oil. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, all the correct oil and oil levels and everything is good on the Jeep. It is sounding so much better, and I'm so glad it didn't totally go away like I was hoping, but you can't expect it to. So it'll probably last a little while like as it is. I'm not really worried about it. When it does go out, so be it. And if the noise comes back, gets worse, I'll do another oil change on it, and then we will go from there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I don't know, I just don't know if I'm done yet. I gotta edit this video, the first half of this video, just to see if it's long enough, because I do want like a 14 to 15 minute video, but if it is not long enough, I'm gonna totally pressure wash this thing and get it looking so right, but that could be its own video itself. So I will either catch you guys up next week and we'll be washing this Jeep. Leave a like and a comment. I'll see y'all later.